1, 2, 3, the lawn feed.
Welcome to another episode of the Lawn Feed Podcast. That's how we do it. I'm your host, Vince Rudelonko, and with me is Chris. Oh, it's Mo time, and the Dad Bod Lawn, or Andrew. What's up, guys?
What up?
Vincent.
Not
Chris,
Mo time anymore.
It's snow time for you.
Snow time.
Hope it's snow time.
Something like that. Something like that.
I didn't believe it till I saw your story. So,
Yeah, dude. We're overdue.
a couple 2-3 inches there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You're going to get the snow thrower gone and, you got to get your clappers dusted off and got to get the boot hockey rink started. And, oh, yeah.
A couple
Yeah,
Chris
that's right,
units
you're in
already on the
Canada,
ground there.
Oh, man. You
Well,
guys excited for a good episode? 'Cause this is going to be fun.
I'm pumped. We got a lot of really cool stuff going on in this episode. I don't know if our listeners are ready, but you definitely want to stick around, and we're going to get into that in a moment. But thanks so much again for all you guys and gals for joining us on another fun-filled episode. Tonight, we are going to continue our top 10 best gifts for the DIY lawn dad by counting down each of our top 5 gift ideas. And we're also going to be knocking out some Motime mailbag questions. They're still coming in, so we're gonna keep on answering them as you guys ask them. We did 10 through 6 on our last episode, and we tackled what do you have to do after you seed perennial ryegrass into your Bermuda lawn. Some of the basic lawn care tips that you need to do. So if you do have Bermuda and you did overseed with some perennial rye or even Kentucky bluegrass, go back and take a listen to that episode. There's also some more exciting news is we're going to be doing some awesome giveaways because we are, as you see, Chris, if you're just listening, Chris is wearing a Santa hat already.
Woo! It is Christmas time, boys.
So we're gonna keep the spirit of Christmas going. We're going to give some more stuff away, and we just want to say thank you to our friends at Ryobi for giving away some stuff. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's
much thank you.
It's awesome.
It's pretty dope.
It's stuff.
Awesome. You don't want to miss it.
Pretty
Andrew,
dope.
who else do we got to thank?
Yeah, we also have to thank our friends at Twin City Seed before we dive into this mailbag. We want to thank them for powering this episode and season of the Lawn Feed Podcast. Twin City Seed offers elite quality and custom blends of grass seed to homeowners, turf professionals, and more, shipping to all 50 states and Canada. Check them out at twincityseed.com and twincityseed.ca, and be sure to use code LawnFeed10 for 10% off, and use the free shipping code at the top of their banner, their website. And right now, as this episode is coming out, they are running a Black Friday sale from the 29th of November until Cyber Monday, 12/2, for 20% off all of their house blends and mixtures. That is the steepest discount you will find all year for them. So that goes from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, 2024, as we sit right now, for all of their house blends and mixtures. So hop on that, get it stored away for winter, and be ready to tackle your projects in the spring. Yes, sir.
That's a big discount.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, buddy.
We would call that a win. And what else do we like to call wins or losses around here?
Yeah, like some
Is
dad
it time?
stuff. Yeah, it is time.
Is it time to talk about being a dad and falling flat on our face?
Yes,
I think
Sam.
Let's
is.
do that, huh?
A lawn feed tradition where we tap into who we are at heart. Dads! This is Dad's Wins and Losses, where we tap into our inner dad bod father figures and highlight some of the recent wins we've experienced as parents, and of course, vent about the embarrassing losses we take each and every day as dads.
I love you, Daddy.
Christopher.
So you guys asked me if I had anything, and I do, and it's kind of like one thing, and like it's more of an epiphany than anything. And we have all been here as parents. Every single parent that's listening has been here, where you have a system that you have committed to with your spouse, and you follow said system, and it goes well for a while. But then, like, we get really complacent in said system. And the system for us was the kids' rules, right? So the bar was set here, and over time, we let a couple things kind of slide down. And you don't notice it until like the train is completely off the train, like completely derailed and off the tracks, right? So like we were a couple weekends ago. I went to go get coffee. I got
Shock.
yeah, gotta get caffeinated. Got some pastries. I had a local pastry on a Saturday morning, kind of our normal routine. And I come back and I can hear audible screaming.
So you back out of
And
the
it's
driveway.
not- And like, newsflash, not from a child. And I'm like,
Oh.
okay, cool. Kids are already at it, which means one thing and one thing only, is that one of the two brothers had hit each other and being competitive, doing some sport game or something that they just, probably like WWE, off the ringer, top bar, right onto the thing, right? So it's 8:15 in the morning on a Saturday, and I'm like, cool, we have a long day ahead of us. And we get inside. I was like, I was gone for 15 minutes. What could have possibly happened? And it's exactly what I just said. Like, kids are making up some game. One kid is playing from one side of the rule book. The other kid is playing from the other side of the rule book. And it's just mass chaos. Look at my wife at lunch. I was like, we got to do something. She's like, cool. You're the creative one. What do we do? I was like, we just have to like completely do the opposite of whatever we're doing right now. Complete opposite, because nothing that we're doing is working, right? Disciplining the kids is like the wrong thing to do, and that's all we're doing. Like, go to your room. The tablet's gone. You can't do this. Playtime is cut in half. Like, no treat, whatever. Doesn't work. Flip the script. We decided to make a game out of it, and I can't remember. Oh, I know where I heard about this. This is not my idea. I have to give credit to one of my favorite musicians, Drew Holcomb, out of Nashville. I can't remember where I heard this, but he like tipped this off in like a live or something that I was listening to. Him and his wife have like a reward system, and it's like coins. It's like a bank. And they have a point system of things that the kids are supposed to do, like just normal stuff that they're supposed to be doing. But it makes it into like a reward system instead of a discipline system, right? So same thing, just flip the script. So me and my wife, sat down. This was actually like 5 minutes before I went on that live that one time with you guys a couple Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, and like we had like a strategy session of like, okay, how do we make this fun? So it's like a 5 coin, like you earn X amount of points or coins or whatever it is for doing really simple things, and then it's like money, right? Things that they want to do that they've quote unquote earned cost money. So if they want to go get 30 minutes of tablet time, they have to go pay for that with the coins in which they've earned. And like the bigger things, like going to Dairy Queen to get like a Blizzard, that's like a family outing, right? If someone gets it, we all get it type of thing because it's a celebration, would cost more than 30 minutes of tablet time. You get to choose our next family activity. You get to have a day out with mom and dad, like full 6 hours out of the house. You get to pick the parent and go. It is like 30 type of thing. And then you have like the smaller stuff of just like, maybe I'll get another treat at treat time. Yeah, another piece of candy or, whatever it is, like the small things. Dude, the second we introduced that to the kids, their eyes lit up. Their attitudes were completely different. And our lives as parents, we felt like we were like heroes. And it just like found bagged ice or sliced bread. I was like, dang, why haven't we done this for like 6 years?
And now it's day 7 of this, and you've gone to Dairy Queen 6 times.
We have not gone to Dairy Queen. So I thought for sure they were going to like save up. It's interesting because so the two kids think completely different. I have one who's banking on a mound of coins, which we got on Amazon for like $5, by the way. Great find. and the other one is like getting extra treats every day.
Right.
Like he's doing like the little
Yeah.
deposits. Right?
He's like, I'm not getting
It's
interest
crazy.
on this.
But
I'm
like
getting
the
it now.
attitudes of
So you
yeah,
got Tyson and you got Dave Ramsey.
Tyson.
yeah, basically.
Ugh.
Basically. So yeah, I don't know if that's a win or a loss, but there's a win and a loss in there somewhere.
I see it. I see it.
We are about 2 weeks into the system and we're holding strong. But man, it keeps us accountable too, because they're like, hey Dad, I emptied my backpack out, right? I was like, let me go check.
Right.
Just sat down.
Yeah, like you have to give points for
But-
just about everything, right? Like, so you have to figure out how much everything's
It's-
worth. So it's probably a lot of work up front, but
Yeah.
then once you get it figured out, it's probably not too bad.
That's exactly what it was. The first couple days were a little bit, we're like, well, what did we get ourselves into? But afterwards, it's like, yeah, once you get it down, it's like, boom, routine again. And in 3 weeks, it'll derail itself, I'm sure. But we're happy now.
It's good while it lasts. Right?
Like you
Yeah.
said, you
Yeah.
two have to stay up on it and do your part with it.
Keeps us all better.
Yeah,
Keeps us all better. But crazy.
cool.
It's crazy.
That's cool, man. We might have to write a little
Um,
playbook or a blog about that so that we can just copy and paste it. To
Well,
our
hey,
lives.
credit Drew Holcomb, man. That if you haven't checked out his music, go do it. He's a great singer-songwriter. And yeah, but that was his idea. Probably someone else's idea that he got from someone else, but hey, that's we're all in this thing together, right?
Pass along the knowledge.
We have some questions to get to, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing next? All right, let's hit
Yep.
that off.
It's time for the Motown Mailbag.
Join us as we reach deep into the mailbag and answer your questions. If you would like to have a question answered on the Lawn Feed podcast, head to thelawnfeed.com and submit a question.
Song slaps.
Mailbag, mailbag. It's time for the Motown Mailbag.
Woo! Yeah, that's a Grammy hit.
Watch out, Drew Holcomb.
We've got. Yeah, watch out, Drew. Coming for you. Coming for you and all your Grammys.
Country song coming next.
Questions. Dude, I wish I had this queued up and I don't. Nathan from Bel Air. Like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
I know exactly what you were
You
thinking.
guys could probably ring it off. But from Maryland, Vince, over by you. Are you
Over
near
by
Bel
here.
Air? You even know where Bel Air is? Am I
You're
pronouncing
home to
that
Bel
right?
Air.
Yeah, Bel Air. Yeah, it's probably an hour or so away.
Is this West Philadelphia?
West
Born and
Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Because
that's not
in my
that's-
mind, geography-wise, Maryland is not by Philadelphia.
It's like, well, this is closer to Phil. Oh, no. No,
is this
it's
the
not.
Bel Air?
I don't know. Nathan, we have a question
from-
for you now.
From Bel Air, we're going to flip the script and we're going to interview you. Are you the Bel Air from Fresh Prince of Bel Air? DM us at the lawn feed.
Philly's probably like 3 hours from Bel Air. Or, yeah, probably. Because it's good. It's good. Almost 2 hours from me.
All right. Well, we're gonna lump two questions into each other. I
So
think.
I-
No, they're separate.
I think it's
They're
California.
separate.
I'm just saying, there's California. I think that's where Fresh Prince is.
Oh, he was from Bel Air.
Yeah, he's from West Philadelphia, born and raised.
and then he went to What are we talking about?
Well, I think the fact that they're so close to each other, that the other Bel Air is probably throwing you off. Yeah, because I've always
Oh,
pictured that
wow,
out in
it's only an hour.
California.
Philly's only an hour 20 from Bel Air, Maryland.
Nathan, we'll get to your
Someone
question
in the
a minute.
car is like screaming at the radio, like you guys are idiots.
At least we know a little bit about grass, kind of. So,
Like if you've made it this far, you deserve some coins out of the kids' bag.
You deserve some
they're like, just get to the damn
We're gonna do
giveaways.
the coin system for our listeners now.
Yeah. All right. Nathan from Bel Air, Maryland. Dormant seating. And there is another dormant seating question from Chris from Boston, where I was born, by the way. Fun fact. I think they're different, so we're going to get to it. First of all, I discovered you guys on your Instagram and podcast channels recently and absolutely love your content. It makes me feel better to have such like-minded people as myself and not be the only lawn care nut in the neighborhood. We moved into a new build neighborhood 2 years ago, and the yard was pretty awful. I mentioned new build because all of the yards on our street were pretty awful, and everyone blames the builders for stripping out the good topsoil. Not a bad place to put the blame. I say this with my lawn care journey. It has been a rewarding challenge to have the lawn that really sticks out. Kudos to you. After all of that, you guys have answered a lot of my questions already, which have been extremely helpful. One thing I am completely unfamiliar with, as many are, would be trying to do something like dormant seeding. I overseeded with a 90% fescue and Kentucky bluegrass blend, 90% fescue, 10% Kentucky bluegrass blend from a local mill, the last 2 falls, including this past September. From what I've heard about dormant seeding, throwing it down before a snowstorm is ideal. I'd like to try this, but would like your opinion on if it's a good option to skip my March pre-emergent treatment for dormant seeding, or am I better off using a pre-emergent to prevent weeds and just aerate and overseed more normally each fall? Great question. There's 2 questions in there that I've got. Boys, do you want to take a stab at it, or do you want me to cover it? I've done a lot of talking.
Let's hear what you have to say, Chris, and then I'll chime in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chime in. Dormant seeding. So if those unfamiliar with the process, those of you who have a winter like we do up here, there is a process called dormant seeding. It's a sneaky third seeding window in the lawn care year. And it goes kind of like this in order of, good, better, best type of thing. Right before your winter season is when you would want to target to do dormant seeding. It's when the soil temperatures come down far enough where there is no risk of them coming back up, where germination would take place. So they would need to come down far enough below and well below that kind of 50 degree mark. So you're targeting right around this time as we're recording it, kind of like the end of November in most cases. The seed would lie dormant, as the name implies, over the winter season, and use the snowpack from over the winter to beat out in the springtime prime real estate and time with, against things like weeds, against things like that, to kind of thicken up your lawn and all of those different things, and use the moisture from that to kind of germinate early on in the springtime to get that germination window a little bit extended. I say it's sneaky because it is sneaky. You will have germination, but you won't have as much germination. And there's a lot of risks involved, because if you have a winter like we did last year, you recall, I'm in Minnesota, we didn't have any snow. Vince, you had more snow than we did, right? But if you have a winter like we had 2 years ago, turned out great. So there are some risks. He asked another question, and it's a good one because I do get this one a lot, and I'll turn the ball over to you guys on this one. But pre-emergent, when you dormant seed, should you do it or should you not, and why?
I say no go, because the seed isn't going to start germinating until the ground temperatures reach that level that the pre-emergent will be useful for. So it's just like putting down pre-emergent before any seeding at all. It's just a no-go. It's either you do one or the other. How I think of dormant seeding is, think of it as spring seeding. That's when it's going to germinate. At the same time as if you went out and did all the work in the spring, same concept. So if you're going to do spring seeding, you can't do the pre-emergent. That's, the issue with spring seeding, right? That, and, it's not the second best time to seed. So think of it as like that. I would say no go for that pre-emergent. And this is where you got to figure out, are weeds more of an issue or are bare spots more of an issue? And you got to figure out, should I be focusing on weed prevention or should I be trying to thicken up my lawn? So we don't know the details of your lawn specifically. So that's a you call on whether to do the dormant seeding or the pre-emergent.
Anything to add, Vince?
Yeah. I got some stuff. I
Hang on.
Oh,
So I'm not a fan of dormant seating, and especially because of your location and being in Maryland. The chances
bring
of
that
you
up.
getting snow and the chances of it lasting and ground staying frozen till spring, highly unlikely. Already the rate of germination is significantly decreased when you try dormant seeding. So my suggestion would be just to hold off. Once spring comes around, I would do all the things of dethatching, and then I would seed and I would slit seed the grass seed into it, and then just use you're worried about a pre-emergent, skip the pre-emergent, and put down some mesotrione, and that should help with some of the weeds. And then as crabgrass or something may come up, just treat that post-emergently. And then
Post-emergently. Love it.
yeah,
That's going on a shirt.
post-emergently.
Post-emergently.
Yeah. Lastly, you mentioned about the topsoil, and I don't want to beat this question too long, but you mentioned how they strip the topsoil. I'd be curious about like your soil testing, what the soil's resulting. Is your organic matter low? Is it full of clay? Because this could be a really good time to, depending on how big your yard is, to bring in some compost and get some nutrients into your lawn as well, and doing like a mini leveling with like a 1/4 inch of compost topsoil, compost sand mixture, something, and then seed into that, just to kind of get some of those natural good nutrients back into your lawn. So that's all I had to say.
Woo. All right. Yeah. Location is definitely dependent. If you are in somewhere where you're like going to get hit with winter, you can definitely do dormant seeding. It is just riskier for the reasons that Vince just mentioned. If you're doing a good, better, best scenario, good would be dormant, better would be spring, and best is fall for cool season lawns. So follow that advice accordingly and do with that information whatever you want with. Chris from Beantown, Boston, MA. This is also a dormant seeding question, but it's different than the last one. So we're going to try not to replicate this all too much. It has to do with fertilizer. Dormant seeding with fertilizer. Should I dormant fertilize while also dormant seeding? I think you just made up a term. So we're going to run with it, which is pretty cool. Kind of like post-emergently. Love it.
Post-emergently
dormant fertilizer. Fertilization. I see slow release organic. I think that's supposed to say organic fertilizer, such as Milorganite, suggest an application in November as a winterizer. I'm a new homeowner in a Boston suburb, entering my first winter on my property. I performed an overseed and compost top dress this past fall on my 1,500 square foot backyard, and as a test, and had tremendous results with Twin City Seed Blue Resilience. Love that for you.
I'm sure you did.
The entire yard appears to be primarily tall fescue, and I'm hoping to do a dormant seeding process on the entire property. Should I apply a dormant fertilization as well? Will that nitrogen disrupt any potential dormant seeding germination or push the fescue out of dormancy too quickly, as I know it doesn't start to bounce back in my area until late April or early May? I'm so glad to have found you guys. And I'm moving into my first property this past year, and I look forward to your advice and guidance. Cheers and thank you from a soon-to-be dad of 2 under 20 months.
wow.
Any
Congrats.
advice in that area would be welcomed as well. We have no advice on that.
Spend time in the lawn.
Good luck. Yeah.
You're close to like a twins kind of deal. Just crock pot meals and try and get a date night. Try and get date nights and crock pot meals.
Have you found our good friend called Bourbon? Because that would be suggested. No, we're congratulations. That's super
awesome.
cool. That's exactly the separation of my two kids. you'll get through it. You're in the fire with all of us, so welcome to the party. And you have a kick-ass name. I'm unbiased. And yeah, we'll go with that. Should he fertilize? Should Chris from Boston, Massachusetts, dormant fertilize? Trademarked by Chris from Boston, Massachusetts. When he also dormant seeds? Question mark.
That's a no for me, Bob.
Yeah.
It's a no for me, dog. That's 2 no's.
Yeah,
But
it's
why?
not for me, dog.
So just think of it in a very simple way of how does your fertilizer break down? If the temps are cold, it's not going to getting ahead of myself. So basically, for the organic fertilizer to be used, it needs to be microorganisms need to break it down, and if it's cold, they're not going to be active. And then running into the risk of those nutrients basically just leaching out and you not getting any of those nutrients that you just put down in your lawn. I can't believe that Milorganite suggests winter applications. That's very old school, not best practice. So shame on Milorganite. No, just if you do go the dormant seed route, it's fine. Spring, put down your normal application of fertilizer, and you'll just do just fine.
Great point.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Probably I really screwed that up, but
No, I mean, the fertilizer's not going to do anything
hey,
until temperatures start getting warmer. So, I mean, if your grass ain't growing, the fertilizer ain't being uptake, it's just going to be wasted. So you can have the seed
just try
line
not to
dormant
get
waiting.
too nerdy, too
Yeah.
technical.
Vince is trying to be cool.
Yeah,
Not be a nerd.
It's simple.
Yeah, I mean, the grass isn't
Keep it
growing,
simple,
so
stupid,
there's
right?
no reason to fertilize.
But no one's stupid.
So, yeah. I think that
Yeah.
answers the question. Cool.
Texas.
Nathan and Chris, great questions on a topic that really isn't covered all that much. So I'm glad you asked the question. Thank you for submitting those, and thank you for listening. And Chris, congratulations on the soon-to-be new arrival. For
Good
you
luck.
and your family. That's super awesome. And good luck, because you'll need it. Brock from Central Tejas,
That's Texas.
lawn fertilizer. That's Texas for those. Yes, thank you. We live in Central Texas and have a nice rock hard clay soil. Currently, Bermuda grass grows quite well with it, with a little help. I have spread some 13-13-13 once in the spring before. It rained and the grass turned a very nice green, looking healthy throughout some dry times of a little rain. I read that right. Yeah. Got thick and lush like a shag carpet.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. My main question is this. What is a safe amount of times a year to put something out, like the basic fertilizer that he did to do the job on my grass? Anything else y'all recommend spreading out anything else y'all recommend spreading out for the watchful yet lazy Texas dad who appreciates nice grass? We will also be doing some cool moon stripes before Halloween. So thanks for that tip.
There we go.
Love the moon stripes.
Moon stripes
How on
in
earth are you
Bermuda.
doing moon stripes on Bermuda?
Well, maybe he's going to oversee with some rare.
Ah, love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Like an Eric Valdez situation, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right, let's
So
help
basically,
Brock
I
from
think
Central Tejas out.
So I think he's asking like how much fertilizer he should be putting on Bermuda, like monthly, right?
Per year.
Yeah, like per year, or we can break that down to monthly. With
Per year.
I think like our buddy TJ has told us like
been
Bermuda's
great for last
it's
episode.
hungry. Yeah. So I think Bermuda is like I think during the main growing season, TJ pounds usually about a pound per month. Isn't that what he said he does? So I think you saw the response of that 13 you put down. And you said it looked really good. I think you just got to recreate that every month and a half.
Brock from Central Texas, reach out to our good friend TJ and listen to our last episode. He is the.lawn.dad. And that's all he does is Bermuda stuff. And now rye. But he is a wealth of knowledge. Reach out to him and he can help you out. But I think Andrew's
Ballparked.
summarizing what he said on our last episode fairly well.
Yeah. Just be careful of the phosphorus and potassium, what you're putting down.
Good call.
How much of that you're putting down as well. A soil test in the spring before you start putting anything down is going to help guide you on how much of those nutrients you actually need to put down. As far as nitrogen, it's pretty close to depends how much you want to mow it and stuff and what your goals are, but 2 to 4 pounds during your growing season of nitrogen is what you can do. You can go more than that. You can go smaller than that. And then look at your fertilizer, how long it lasts. If it's a quick release, slow release. So if it's a slower release organics, it's 6 to 8 weeks. So every 6 to 8 weeks, you could be putting down a pound or whatnot. So start with a soil test and go from there.
Yep.
Well put.
Brock, thanks for submitting that question. We're going to move from Texas up 35 to drunken Scottyland. Guys ready for this? Kenosha, Wisconsin. Eric, what's up? I've got a question on weeds and rabbit holes. Speaking of rabbit holes, we can go down a whole bunch of these. Hello, I just got a house south of Milwaukee, and the backyard is full of weeds and very large rabbit holes. I have a 10-month-old daughter, congrats, who will be walking by next summer, and I want to try to get the lawn fixed where she is able to run around and play. Which is more important to tackle first, the weeds or the rabbit holes? Is it possible to get it done by next summer or the summer after at the latest? I found your past episode on lawn leveling, and I don't necessarily want a perfectly manicured lawn, but I would like it where there are no trip hazards. I'm a fan of your show, and I look forward to a response and future episodes. Eric from Wisconsin.
So you want to fix the holes first. And then once the holes are fixed, get the weeds fixed. And you can do a twofer by fixing the holes, smoothing out some other areas, and then overseeding. And you can use mesotrione with that as a pre-emergent and also post-emergent, and knock out a lot of the weeds that are probably in your lawn. And you can run the mesotrione another time or two as well with anything that didn't come up. And then as far as management, once you seed your lawn, you'll have a nice thick lawn with that. And that's going to help keep those weeds at bay, or unable to break through, and your grass is going to choke them out. And then in the fall, you can, touch up any other spots, and then with a real good overseed or aeration and overseed, you could have a nice lawn in the summer for sure by just a simple fixing the holes and overseeding.
I don't think that timeline's out of
No.
my ballpark at all.
My initial thought in my head was, if he doesn't want to do any of the lawn leveling, he just wants to fix the holes. Well, you could use sod. Or I was even thinking he could put down a normal pre-emergent, and if he just has random rabbit holes, he could put something over those holes to make sure he doesn't put pre-emergent on it, and then he can seed it. Fill them in and seed it. Well, it depends how many rabbit holes there are. Just don't put.
This is like the state fair whack-a-mole game,
right?
Into.
And then also you need to fix your rabbit issue.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, you can definitely have
season.
Hammer this stuff out in the spring and have a nice lawn in the summer, and then really touch it up in the fall, and then turn it around for 2026, no doubt, if you're having a banger of a year.
Crack open a couple PVRs and some Liney's, and you'll be good to go.
Maybe you can win some grass seed while you're at it, and set the year off right with some Twin City seed.
God dang, I'm hungry for like cheese curds now.
Do you think it's weird for the people from Milwaukee area to use Milorganite? Because it's like, it could be their poop that they're putting on their own lawn,
Dude, have you ever driven through Milwaukee?
It's been a long time. It
smells like Milorganite. You get into you hit Madison, right, on I-94. Stop at about 5 or 6 quick trips on the way. And then you get into the Milwaukee area. You roll down your window.
Smells
take
like
a nice
success.
Deep swig. Smells like Milo.
That's Lancaster County for you.
It's A-Rog's doo-doo. Sifting into a fertilizer bag of a 460 right there. 406? 406. What is it? 460? Don't actually know. Can't
I
remember.
don't know.
640.
Hey, Vince. I have
Yeah.
a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Should we get into the holiday spirit a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Santa here?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
As we continue to ring in the holiday season, we're counting down each of our top 10 gift ideas for the lawn care nut in your life, or maybe you just need to give some gift ideas for the folks around you to gift to you. So we're going to count down from 5 all the way down to 1. So grab a pen, grab paper, grab your iPhone, get in the notes, mark down these timestamps, whatever you want to do. But we're going to get into these because the holidays are almost here. And these are just some of the products, some of the tools, some of the whatever it is that we use all the time that we think is just an absolute must have.
Or we want.
Or we want. Not all of us have these things, but they're awesome. So, Andrew, why don't you kick it off first with your number 5?
Numero 5. I have All American Blade Sharpener. If you guys sharpen your own mower blades, which you should be doing at least twice a year,
Or if you don't,
you should start. In using an angle grinder is the easiest, fastest way to accomplish this. And so I've been using an angle grinder for the past several years. Well, this year I got the All American Blade Sharpener. And this thing gets mounted to like a workbench or a table, and you actually put your angle grinder in like the side hole of it, and you set your angle of what angle you want to mow or sharpen your mower blades at. And this thing just goes, it just perfect every single time, takes all the guesswork out of it. And I didn't pay the full $220. I got an Amazon knockoff. There's like the exact same thing on Amazon for like $60. So that's
you
what I
get Bezos' code?
No, it's
That's
not
good.
it's not from the actual company. It's like the knockoff of it. There's
from
several
Temu.
of them. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's good quality. I've been using it for a year and a half, and I love the thing. For as often as you're going to use it,
$60
it's gonna
is
be
better
great.
than $220.
Math. It's mathing. It really is. So yeah.
Blade
Nice.
sharpening. You would it's worth it. Worth the time and investment to get the proper tools to do it. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Speaking of tools, Chris, what you got a number 5?
Number 5. What a tool. You've heard of hose reels. Vince is a big hose reel guy. But have you
Huge.
heard of an extension cord reel for your garage or shed? I don't have one, but I want one. And I saw this on the TikTok shoppy of good old Tiki Taki. Someone
Shoppe.
mounted I think it was a 50-foot, maybe 100-foot, I can't remember, up right next to their garage door opener outlet up on the roof. They mounted it up. This might have been Jordan from the Lawn Tools. Actually, this sounds like something he would do. But someone mounted that up there. And it's in the middle of the garage. So you have an extension cord now. Anywhere you want to go and you want to just get it up,
Yep.
you just yank it and go.
No
And you're
more
up.
wrapping it around your arm to put it away, any of that garbage.
I really need to get one of those.
How you get it down? I have no idea, but you just get it up and it goes.
Well, I think
Sounds like
you can set it so you can reach up and probably set it to a height where you can grab it. And, it's not going to hit anything.
Got one of the balls on there.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure you could probably set a stop on it. I'm sure Temu and
they look
TikTok
cool.
Shop got it figured out.
It was one of like the cheapo brands. Like it wasn't anything expensive, but they're cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to add this to my Christmas list right now.
Seriously, how cool would that be?
I might make a list. Actually, I'll watch this episode back like I always do. So I'll remember.
So did you get one with like the multiple things, outlets on the end, or just one solid outlet on the end?
I think you would have to get one with multiple, right?
Yeah.
Because they come with because it comes. I don't know. I'm sure there's both.
Well, or you can
The
get
one
a
I
single,
saw had
and
multiple.
you can get the attachments that you plug in to make it 3, just like that if you need to.
This is great.
Okay.
So this is
Seriously,
why
yeah.
we do this.
Speaking of
This is
rabbit
a rabbit
holes,
hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that excites us.
Deep one.
All right.
Vince.
Vince, are you up?
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
5.
Number 5, big stripe guy. I love lawn stripes. I mean, who doesn't love lawn stripes? And I've done a bunch of lawn striping. Used a bunch of different stripers, and I tried the whole DIY thing, and then they work, but do not stripe like a big league lawn striper. I have one on every mower, and they're just amazing. They're heavy duty. Basically, it's a big, heavy bracket system, and then it runs off of some like boat rollers, essentially, lays the grass over, and creates that stripe appearance. So big league lawn stripers, they range from I think around like $100 some bucks for your 21-inch mowers, and they go all the way up to 0-turn lawn tractors, whatnot. There is a promo code going on for Black Friday.
Is it
Rooted
Rooted
15.
10?
Rooted 15.
Oh, 15.
15. Yeah, they're giving 15% off for Black Friday right now, which is actually a really sweet deal. And if you catch it a little bit later, Rooted 10 will get you 10% off. So you're still getting a little bit off, but they are awesome. There's also the Lawn Striper that has some stripe kits as well.
Another
Absolutely.
Wisconsin guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Striper Steve
Striper Steve from Wisconsin.
Yeah. So big
from Milwaukee.
number 4.
Number 4.
Andrew, what do you have for your 4th item
Our
on your
number
Christmas list?
4,
from
you can
Santa?
ask Papa Santa for a drop fertilizer spreader. And now, before you start judging the drop fertilizer
He's
spreader,
a big drop spreader guy.
listen, I'm talking, okay? I tried to sell my drop fertilizer. I got a free drop fertilizer spreader when I bought a house years ago. And I also had a rotary spreader, and I was just like, why would
paying
I?
a 30-year mortgage on that thing too?
Well, and I tried to sell it for $25 on Facebook. I had it up there for like 3 weeks and nobody bought it. I was this close to throwing it away and I just didn't. And I'll tell you what, it is the nicest thing to have in your shed waiting for seeding season, because if you're like me, you're overseeding, you're new seeding, whatever, that you're throwing seed with a normal spreader a lot farther than you actually realize. It's going to go in your garden beds, your flower beds, everywhere you don't want it. So I use a drop spreader for like 2 or 3 passes around the perimeter of wherever I'm seeding, and I drop that seed precisely right where I want it. And then I take the other spreader and I do the entire inside. So it gives you that nice cushion, and you can get these things for $100. It doesn't need to be a fancy one, but this thing will last you a lifetime. And if you are trying to do anything like a little putting green area, stuff like that, you can put sand in it. You can sand it. You can seed and fertilize precisely small areas. So I don't know. I'm glad
passionate
nobody
about
on
this
Facebook
drop
wanted
spreader.
mine.
Man.
I digress.
Drop spreaders.
Yes.
Drop spreaders.
Anyways, I just dropped some knowledge, but onto you, Chris.
Well, let's drop down to the next guy.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to talk about how I've got a whole bunch of grass in my garden beds because I don't use a drop spreader.
Yeah, see?
Well,
So
my
then
wife
you
needs
just
a
know
drop
that it's
spreader.
germinating right.
I can grow
Thanks,
grass
buddy.
a lot better in my flower beds than I can in my grass area. So.
Real good at growing grass in my garden beds.
And it doesn't even get fertilized very well. I know. It's crazy.
Number 4. Cujo's. If you haven't heard of them, Cujo they started off with boots. Now they're making like pants and shorts and shirts and stuff. I love their boots. I've had 3 pairs of their boots, 2 pairs of their pants, 1 pair of their shorts. Everything that I've gotten from them is great. And they've got rubber boots for like spraying, doing kind of like random dirty work with mud or whatever it is. They have waterproof boots. I've got the waterproof ones, which are awesome in like green. And then the landscape boot is my favorite. And they're like thick. They're big. And I don't know. They're just super comfortable. It's something that I would honestly wear out to like a restaurant, wear out in public, and be fine with. They're just great. Go check them out. They range from like 99 to 180. They're an investment, but they're nice. They're quality. They're made here. They're good, and it's a small business. Go check them out. KUJO.
Well, while we're on the KUJO train, choo choo.
Yes.
My number 4 is also from Cujo, but it's their Jacks. And the
Is
Jacks,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, our
Yep.
lists are very similar.
And the Jacks are, it's a neoprene. So it's rubber all around and then neoprene up by like your upper foot. So it's more of a midsole, high ankle shoe. And it's no laces. It's waterproof. I wear that shoe all the time. I mean, just everything. Waterproof, like truly waterproof. They're light. So they also have a yard shoe. These are lighter than their yard shoes. So if you had them before, they're a little bit lighter than the yard shoe. I think personally.
I thought their yard shoes kind of heavy.
It is a little
It is
heavy.
a little bit heavy, but
Yeah, it's got
they're
some bulk
great.
to it.
I'm on season 3 with my yard shoe. And last year, or it was 2 years ago when we went to Kentucky, I wore my yard shoes the entire time there, but I actually threw them in the wash by themselves and I ran them through on a cycle, and they came out pristine, like brand new looking and clean. And I'm on year 3 of using those things, and they are still holding up really strong. They're great.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I don't know where Vince went, but
Yeah.
this was your slot. That's cool. See you, buddy.
Yeah, Jax, huh?
Yeah, go check them out. KUJO.
I just got super excited about it. My light died. My light.
Well,
if you guys
no.
have a good light guy, let me know, because my light just keeps dying on these.
I'll send
episodes.
you an affiliate link, okay? Sounds good.
But yeah, check out Ujo or Ujo.
Ujo.
Is it like Cujo Jax? Ujo?
Yeah,
It's a soft
Yeah.
J.
Hujo.
like- Yeah.
Check out Cujo. They're awesome.
Hey, gentlemen,
Yeah.
give some stuff away.
Let's give some stuff away.
Yeah, I
Andrew, what
forgot
should we
about
give
that.
away? How should we do this?
This is a great question. Let's take a minute and say thanks to our friends at Ryobi for giving away your choice of the Whisper Series string trimmer or blower, or a tool of equal or lesser value. And this is going to 2 separate winners. So 2 of you will have the option for Whisper Series blower, string trimmer, or tool of equal or lesser value. And on top of that, Twin Cities Seed said we want to continue to give away more. So we are also giving away a 25-pound bag of seed from Twin Cities Seed to a 3rd winner. That means we have 3 winners in this giveaway. And to be entered in this giveaway, yes, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
That's right.
To be entered in this giveaway, we are trying to grow our channels on social media along with growing our podcast, and we need your help for that. So to be entered, we would like you to make a social media post on either Instagram or Facebook telling your friends about the Lawn Feed podcast. This can be an in-feed post or a simple story post. You can even reshare one of our posts to your story along with some text saying why you love the podcast. But be sure to tag at the Lawn Feed, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, because that is how we will be notified to enter you into the giveaway. And you will receive a DM from the Lawn Feed on the social media platform shortly after we see your tagged post, just to confirm your entry. And if it's been like 24 hours and you have not gotten a DM from us saying that you're confirmed, send us a DM and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you saw my post, because sometimes things get a little fishy and we maybe won't see it. So just confirm that you're entered, and you have until December 12th, end of day, to enter, and the winners will be announced on a future episode and also be contacted via DM on the social media platform that they make their post on. So yeah, 3 winners, 2 from Ryobi, 1 from TCS, Twin City Seed. So yeah, slam those posts up, make sure you tag us, and we'll get you entered into this another awesome giveaway.
We'll have to say too, if you have a current battery lineup from Ryobi, such as an 18 volt or a 40 volt, they can match that and upgrade you. Or if you would like to upgrade from an 18 volt to a 40 volt, it's up to you. So that's there. Super cool. Awesome. And thank you guys for being a part of that. As always.
And if you made it this far, we wish you luck in this giveaway. And yeah, we're just super pumped from our friends over at Ryobi and Twin City Seed for wanting to help you guys out and give back a little bit. We'd love being able to have that opportunity to do that. So while we talk about all of the fun gifts and stuff that we're trying to tell you to buy, because we like them, really almost all of them are non-affiliate links or anything. They're just good products. We're also able to give you a little chance to win something, a little something as well. So how about we get into number 3? Andrew.
Number 3, I have an edger or an edger
Cujo
attachment. Yeah, some Ujos. The Ujo cats.
Ujos. They're the Timu brain.
The knockoffs. I love it. Yeah, I have an edger or an edger attachment to help you get those crisp and easy edges. You can get, if you have an attachment capable system, you can get the attachment with like a power edger. Or if you just want to get like a hand edger, you can get that too. Or you can get the tool by
like
itself.
Like a garden weasel edger chopper?
Yeah, that thing, because Chris doesn't know what that is or love it. So, but I recommend the powered ones. Like if you have a battery lineup, this is an awesome tool to have, whether it's an attachment capable attachment or a solo tool. Add it to your lineup of whatever brand and voltage batteries that you carry. You can get like the attachments for certain brands like Ryobi, who's been awesome on this episode, for around $130 for that attachment. And keep those edges bacon crispy year round.
You can have a yard full of weeds and have the edges be crispy, and it's an immediate curb appeal upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, just go and watch like SB mowing. Like he trims those like walkways, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, it looks good. The yard's crap. But
This
looks
is no shade on any of those guys.
no.
Half the landscapers on Instagram and social media just maintain garbage yards, but make them look good because they know how to edge a yard.
Yeah, a clean yard is
And
a
it looks
beautiful
good.
one. Absolutely.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It looks better
number
if you have
3.
a weed-free yard, but we're not biased or anything. Okay, I put this on the list because it's like a personal problem for me. Shelving for a garage or shed.
Oh, okay.
Just in general, you could go buy a plastic one from Home Depot or Lowe's. You can go build one, but like all of us had to go get storage units, I think.
Yeah.
And it's surprising how little we thought about storage vertically. I'm like, wow, it would be so nice having a shelf to put like all of these bottles of fertilizer on here.
Mm-hmm.
So where are they? On the floor. Shelving. It's like instant storage. It's simple. Not much to go over with that. I don't have a specific brand. It's just go get shelving.
Corey, can we clip
Because
that?
you will save. Yeah. That's it.
Shelving. It's like instant
Back to you.
storage.
That's all she wrote.
Number 3.
Oh, that's
Well,
great.
Chris said it. He called me out. I'm a huge hose reel guy. Huge hose reel guy.
You are a
Good.
huge real guy.
Big hose guy. Yeah. My number 3 is HoseLink hose reels. So they come in 82 feet, I believe it is, of retractable hose reels. They have charcoal. They have like a tannish, cream colored one as well. But they are incredible. HoseLink retractable hose reels. I believe it's 5/8 the diameter. It's one of the thicker hoses for retractable hose reels that you get on the market. And I've tried some others, and not all hose reels are the same. That is for sure. What do
Can
you guys
confirm.
Yep. Yes. You know, Jordan from the Lawn Tools did a really cool video this past year with like 10 different hose
he
reels.
did.
And some of them were like no-name brands, and some of them were really popular name brands, but HoseLink took the cake. It is a little more expensive than the others, but you get what you pay for, certainly, and it's worth the upgrade.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. is the hose reel video that he did that was like super thorough, and me thinking it was an extension cord video.
He may have installed one of those in his garage too, but who knows? Yeah.
Number 2.
Number
Andrew.
2. I
He's
have
a
the
big number 2 guy.
big number 2 guy. I have the Pro Plugger tool. This tool, I would say, is way more beneficial for you guys in the South with warm season grass. If you can plug bare areas with healthy areas, you got that Bermuda grass that can grow sideways and spread. These tools are absolutely wonderful to help fill in bare areas quickly. Or if you're up here in the north and you use it like I do, it's to help plug dog pee areas, to help hide that in the middle of summer. Or if you're planting some bulbs in your garden, or if you want to make a little small makeshift hole to try to put a ball into or something like that. It works for that. And then I also found that it actually makes a perfect size hole if you're going to like put some sod over a sprinkler head. You don't have to like cut around it. You can just punch it with the Pro Plugger tool. So these things run about $40, but it's a multifaceted tool, lots of uses, and you'll love it. So Pro Plugger.
Nice.
That is a good
Christopher.
one. We're gonna spice it up a little bit.
Oh boy.
This has nothing to do with actual yard work in the lawn. Everyone loves the smell of fresh cut grass. This is a well-known fact.
It's science.
So why not bring that into the house? Because we don't talk enough about fresh cut grass in the summertime. In the wintertime, we can go get fresh cut grass scented candles, hand soap, air fresheners.
Do they make body wash?
It's amazing. Talk
All
about
those-
talk about a conversation starter in the number 2 room. When you got to light a candle and it smells like fresh cut grass, dang, it's good.
Love some hormone disruptors.
Don't hate on it until you tried it, man.
As long
good.
as they smell like fresh cut grass, sign me up.
There's actually there's a hand lotion. I don't even have it. Can't
Is
even
it
remember
really?
what it is.
I'd
Yeah,
be curious to see what that actually smells like.
it smells like fresh cut grass.
Huh.
It smells like you literally went into a pile of fresh cut grass, dipped your hand in it, rolled it around a little bit.
Where do you get this stuff? You just like
don't
Google
know,
fresh cut
Amazon?
grass
Amazon
candles,
probably has it.
lotions.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know. My wife got it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like one of those gag gift things that I
but
don't
it's
know,
not a gag for
stocking
you at all.
stuffers.
It's like absolutely amazing for you. Yeah.
You actually like it.
Or you
White
could just
elephant
take
gift?
a
Love it.
scoop of Milorganite and just put it in your bathroom, and it'll smell like the real thing.
Or if you're Milwaukee, we just call
I'd
it,
rather
call
have
it a
fresh
bathroom.
cut grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Number 2.
So my number 2 would be IsoTunes headphones. They're Bluetooth headphones. They're noise canceling headphones. They are my go-to headphone, whether I'm at the gym or if I'm mowing. So they have like in-ear earbud options. They have the over-the-ear protective ones. They have ones with little microphones and stuff that you can talk. It'd be really fun to like have your neighbor mowing as you're mowing, and you're both there talking about how you're mowing and stuff. But anyway, they have.
Why haven't we done that?
I know, that's a really good idea.
I think
They have
there's
that?
a video
They
idea
do.
here for us.
Like a trucker? Like
Yeah,
what they've
yep.
got?
So I had like a little microphone here, and you talk, and you can still.
who are
hear
you
it.
talking to?
I don't know. Whoever you want to call.
Does the microphone
Looks like
cancel
Bluetooth.
out
Oh,
like
it's like
outside
Bluetooth.
noise too?
When I was doing my lawn renovation, I had a guy over here, Jim Hutchins. He's big with the Ventrax. He's a Ventrac dealer, and that guy was on the phone the whole time he was running his tiller. So, yeah, I think it cancels out.
Must do pretty
well.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the gym, I like to wear them just like the in-ear buds, but they have a technology free aware, so you can hear the outside surroundings. Plus, you can listen to music. But then they also have some, if you like to shoot in the pew-pews, some guns. They have ones where you can still have a conversation, but up to a certain decibel level, they cancel it, which is pretty neat. So even if you're like on big construction sites and stuff, that you can listen to music and still be safe around you and or not be around the big loud noises. So truly one of the greatest headphones out there, and they're like $100.
Technology's
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
And these things are rechargeable too.
I tend to not listen.
Yes,
to
rechargeable,
music.
or you can use batteries. Yeah. So numero uno,
Ooh.
Andrew.
Number one, I lack garage organization. So I have the Ryobi Link Wall Storage System as my number
You
one.
thought about getting a shelf?
Oh, instant storage. I should have thought of that. So the Ryobi Link Wall Storage System it's a series of these like, I don't know, they're 3-foot long pieces that you put on your wall, and they all link together. And like you can get a 20-piece system, I think for $150, and I think it comes with 6 of those panels and like 14 attachments that go on there to hang stuff. So you can hang all your lawn and garden tools on there. Plus, the amount of stuff that they have, shelvings, stuff for all your drills and accessories, all that kind of stuff. Like you can make an entire wall and just have it beautifully organized, and you can move things around easily instead of drilling into your wall. So I'm excited. I have the 20-piece link system I'm going to be installing soon in my own garage over the off season here. So I'm really excited about that. But just garage organization is something I've lacked for a long, long time. And the idea of being organized and like having something pretty is, I don't know, it's just something that I really want. And I think this is going to accomplish that for me.
You don't even need like Ryobi tools to do that.
No. I mean, they're generic
the
stuff, but it's just a Ryobi brand product.
Tools that they make, a lot of them will like snap into that, which is pretty
Dude, like
cool.
their coolers, the bottom of
Yeah.
their cooler will snap in to their system, and it can hang on a shelf or hang
That's
on
nuts.
there. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, but you can
Pretty cool.
have all Milwaukee brand tools and they'll fit perfectly on there too, all on that wall. Like it's just a storage organization wall is what it is. So yeah.
Chris, what do you got?
Guys, it's winter. We're not on the lawn. So what better than to mow your lawn on a simulator while drinking some beers on the lawn mowing simulator for either Xbox One or PS5 or N64 or the computer. Have you guys ever done this?
I have
No.
not. I haven't had a gaming
I don't.
system
I don't
in a
have
long,
any
long
gaming
time.
system.
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
So this
Right
is
after
a
this-
video game is what it is.
This is a video game. This is a
Okay.
lawn mowing simulator. They have a lot of stuff on there. And it is like legit. You basically like they gamify lawn mowing.
I've seen a lot of videos on it, but do you own one of these games?
Do I own one of these?
Okay. All right. So
Does
you own
a
one.
polar bear shit on an iceberg?
I have never seen it
Well,
happen.
not
I don't
according
know.
to
Ask Jeeves.
David Attenborough.
Ask Jeeves. That's still a thing?
I don't think so.
Andrew
I don't
still
know.
uses it.
You guys use Google? What losers?
You're the one keeping that alive over there?
Yeah, Ask Jeeves. It's all AI now. It's amazing. It instant answers and it's
They
good stuff.
fired Jeeves.
Yeah, it's
All right.
no.
Huh. All
I'm
right,
afraid to go
mowing
to Ask Jeeves
stimulators.
website.
Mowing
Stimulators?
stimulators.
Well, I guess that's what
That's
it kind
different
of
than
is.
a mowing simulator.
They go hand in
Oh,
hand.
Okay.
That's an extra add-on purchase for the game.
Yeah, for the record, this is a simulator, not a stimulator. The stimulators is called a zero turn.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Vibrations.
Seriously, like if you're looking for just a fun gift and you got a gamer in the house, or I mean, how you want to teach your kids how to get the basics of doing anything in a straight line, it's pretty good. It'd be like Chase and do all the wavy stripes and like Rick Ross's stuff and
Yeah.
do all that. Yeah, see,
Ricky
Did they have like a
Rouse.
Grand Theft
cool.
Auto version where you can just like wreak havoc and run over stuff you shouldn't with it, or is it just like you can mow the grass? Is it like
I'm
just straightforward?
going to reserve what I was about to say on that. But no, that would be cool. Where you can just like hop off and pistol whip. You know,
Like you can't get off the mower and spray your
Someone off their
neighbor's
mower.
lawn with glyphosate and get back on and finish mowing. And
yeah, no,
Cheat
so you
codes.
can't do that. Can't do that. But it's like farming simulator. It's like The Sims and like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but
we
lawn
need
mowing.
we need Zuckerberg to get that for the Metasphere or whatever. Put on the goggles and you feel like you're
They're
actually there.
They're not doing that anymore. Oh, that's
Oh.
Apple, not Metas.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Vince,
Well,
Vince,
let's wrap
take us
this
home.
up. Got one more, and we're gonna wrap up this one here. So, my last great gift idea: Twin City Seed gift cards. Who wants
That's a
to
good
wrap a
one.
50-pound bag of grass seed or ship it, or let alone how many people actually know what to buy for you for grass seed purposes? Just be like, hey, look, I got some seeding projects in the spring. Hook me up with a $25, $50, $100, $150, $200 gift card,
An
whatever
auctioneer
dollar
over there.
amount. What's that?
They're an auctioneer over there.
I know. I was about to start getting on a roll there. But yeah, Twin City Sea gift cards. Go over to the website, twincityc.com, and get yourself one of those gift cards or have family members go get you a gift card, because what's better than getting free grass seed, which you could potentially get if you listen to this episode a little bit before this segment.
Do we have something that could answer the question of what seed to get? Too.
We do.
We
We
do.
do. What is that?
It's almost like we have a free guide at thelawnfeed.com.
Like what grass?
And it's called
type.
What Grass is Best for Me, to figure out what grass type is best for you, your local environment that fits your lifestyle. Weird. So then you can use your Twin City Seed gift card now that you found all of your.
Look at that.
Is,
Look
is
at that.
now
Look
a
what we
good time
did for you guys.
Is now a good time to mention the discounted gift cards that are coming up for Twin City Seed here shortly too?
I think it would be.
I
think it
think
would be a good
because
time.
we have a special word that as soon as the Black Friday sale ends at Twin
A
City
little
Seed,
elf.
Yeah, a little elf has told us that they will be kicking off their gift card sale, which is you can get essentially a 20% discount on your gift card. So you spend $80, you get a $100 gift card. So
So it's like $20 free.
$20 free. Yeah, girl math. It's lawn dad math, right?
That's
what they
girl
call it.
math, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just made $20.
So yeah.
So yeah,
Wait till
get
right after
yourself
Black
a
Friday.
gift
Half
card.
off.
It's free. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Free gift cards. Man,
Unreal.
look at that.
Unreal.
And even if you wanted to grass seed, but for this deal, but you're like, I don't really want to store it right now. Well, get
Oh, yeah.
yourself a gift card, and then use a gift card in the spring.
And you can spend all off
Grass
season
seed,
figuring
by
out
the way,
exactly what you want.
Grass seed. This has nothing to do with Twin City Seed. It is grass seed in general. It can stay cold.
Oh yeah, I meant for
we
storage
talked about it
purposes.
on the dormant seeding part, but like that's a question I get a lot. Like, what do I do with my grass seed? It can stay cold. Just don't get it wet.
I just sent you guys a picture. I put it in a storage tote. I'm like, can I put this in my rafters in my garage? Y'all are like, yeah, it's fine. And that's where I normally
Yeah,
keep
good.
it. But
Up
sometimes
in
it's
the
good to check
rafters,
with the homies.
Michael Jordan.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to this episode of the Lawn Feed podcast. Make sure you head over to lawnfeed.com and check out some of our awesome lawn gear to elevate your lawn shirts, your sweatshirts, your hats, all the good apparel that we have on there. And use Como Pro Brad 15.
Como Pro?
No. Promo code.
Is that like the post-emergently
The Como Pro.
dormant fertilization? Como Pro.
The Como Pro
All
Brad
right,
15.
fellas, it's time to wrap it. Yes, your Como Pro Brad 15 for 15% off your lovely order. On behalf of the entire Lawn Feed crew, thank you for joining us on another great episode. We wish you the best of luck in any dormant seeding projects or that thing we call parenthood. Catch you in the next one. See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.